turn to ban. TNC's turn to pick. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
League's assassin.
Ten seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Winter Wyvern.
Virtus.Pro's turn to back.
Ancient apparition.
TNC's turn to ban.
Mention, yeah, they've got a solution in
10
place
seconds remaining.
for that Shadow Fiend potentially. But right now, TNC again with the
5
AA, so they can
seconds
counter that
remaining.
Winter Wyvern and also any other potential picks that might come out. It forces VP to ban the Morph, which they'll do again because VP don't want to play it into the Morph.
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. TNC's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
And it's meant to be. Everyone knows about it, so teams can ban it. The organizers have decided that the hero can still be
10
picked.
seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. TNC's turn to pick.
Vengeful spirit.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
We'll see what happens here. So, picks coming out. Tusk. Ooh. Yep. And that means Nyx will be in the offlane. Venge again picked up by VP.
TNC's turn to
Beastmaster.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to back.
Tinker.
If you ever get vision of him, you
10
can blink
seconds
Burrow. So
remaining.
they've got options for catching him, but a well-played Tinker can always avoid
5
those options.
seconds remaining.
Yep.
TNC's turn to ban. TNC's turn to pick.
So I think even with the Tinker, it's not too greedy to get a hard carry.
Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Yep, you know TNC well, as you probably should, being the coach of Mineski. You didn't, you're not doing your job right, Winter. I mean,
10 seconds remaining.
they could run Vengeance. Yeah, Vengeance a carry Beastmaster offlane. Them
5
getting a mid here
seconds
seems
remaining.
fine. I mean, Zeus sounds really good against Tinker and Terrorblade. What about the OD? That's a no-one hero. I mean, that's not great against the Nyx either, but... I mean, Nyx counters a lot of in-heroes, but if you want to pick an in-hero, sometimes you're just going to do it even with a Nyx in the game. You're going to get a BKB if you're an OD. That seems like it may just be the case. Deal with the fact we're against a Nyx and pick one of those heroes that works, whether it's the Storm or the OD. Or they run the Venge mid again and get a carry. Not sure what that might be.
Templar Assassin.
So yeah, there's a non-int hero that can go mid, but doesn't do amazing with illusions. Oh yeah. They want to end the game fast, yeah. I think. VP, one of the CIS powerhouses. TNC, one of the best SEA teams. I'm not allowed to say best because you're here, so battle. I'll refrain. And Mineski have more Valve points right now. So according to Valve, Mineski is the better team. Just Mineski couldn't win these qualifiers, but no. TNC looking very strong. This is the best I feel like I've seen TNC in a while. It feels like they're adjusting well to this new patch and playing a lot better than they were at the start of the season. Yep.
"30 seconds to battle."
TNC are ready to fight down bottom. They've got the Tusk ready to roll in. Even on the AA can either get... I mean, Cold Feet's good. Chilling Touch on 4 heroes also amazing. I don't think VP want to fight this rune. They're much better off yet. Going for these 2 runes up top. Should be just fine. Yep, and Wyvern's headed mid to block, as is Tim, so both mid lane will be blocked out.
Smart money.
They'll give the double rune to TA. And similarly, double rune for Cuckoo. Both mids getting the double rune and having a support block for them. Very mirrored plays coming out from the start. Sanking his boots here. I'm gonna chase Steven. Pasha's being bullied away for now. Nyx similarly is not going to go for the pull. So no offlane pulls just yet. TB is just going to instantly run at Pasha and start right-clicking him, but a range creep and some wild axes. Raven actually losing the right-click battle to the Beastmaster. Beastmaster has very good level 1 stats. Meanwhile, back at mid, it's the art-style Sanking. Gets the stun on 1437. In comes Lil on the AA, and he's going to have to push them back. Tim's is there as well. 6 heroes in or around the mid lane, as the 2 side lanes are effectively 1v1s. And VP going to rotate both their supports back bottom. While TNC sending both their supports to the mid lane. They're going to stick it out. Can they find a first blood on Sam H? They don't have the Arctic Burn, so this does not seem like a kill. Just harass. Yep. Oh yeah. And TV's Metamorphosis has worn off in this top lane as well, so Pasha is going to definitely have a good time here fighting into the TV. But now is CSing well. Bottom lane, can they get this kill? Oh, Artsel goes down. He gives up the first blood. Sam H is even going to die. Oh my. Did they just get destroyed by the Carapace? That is not meant to happen. Early stacks. Yep. Early stacks happening on the Ancients by no one. He's fighting it up with Tims, which is... But Tims is okay with because of this Orb of Venom. But ultimately going to take a lot more damage than he deals. Sam H coming up big here. Didn't have the best Doom game, but he is off to a fantastic start here in game number 2.
I'll take your tribute.
The Bat Rider, yeah, that's the hero I always think of with him. Mid lane, they're going for the kill. They got the March with the Ice Shards block, and it's done. No one might be dead here. They need to break the refraction again. They're going to do that one more right click. Okay, can Tims chase him down with the slow? Doesn't look like he's going to get in close enough. He's going for the deny. No one is just going to suicide. Didn't spend his money. Only lost about 30 gold there. That's now TP. Very, very well here, but he's in trouble. 2-man rotation coming in. He's going to go... Oh, they don't get the kill! Oh, no! They both thought the other had it. I mean, he has a Fairy Fire, but they could have right-clicked him again. Tims was turning around. Theben was also turning around. Yeah, they... Gotta respect the Fairy Fire. Also, I think they cancel. Maybe AA canceled the attack because they attack slower with the Chilling Touch, which also may be messed up. It's something you often see heroes going for these ganks canceling attacks because of the slower attack speed.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, they got rid of that. Okay, never mind. Just kidding. I'm high. Yeah, look, man, those patch notes were like a fucking novel, okay? I don't have time for that sometimes. No, I read through. It's hard to, you know, remember every little detail in the patch notes. I'm a man of habit.
Dire are scanning.
Yep. You think this next Metamorphosis TNC are going to look to use to get a kill or start pressuring towers? Yeah. Yep. They're holding on. It's level 3, so they do have a lot of damage output coming from that.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Sure. Bottom lane, Nick's in trouble maybe. He's already used Carapace. Now he's going to get gone and pops the one, gets the stun off, but does get brought down. Virtus.Pro, find a kill. They've already got the single pull. Oh no, this is the radiant pull, sorry. Yeah. And he's even got a ward. I think he's going to head top. There's an arcane room, which is great. So he can put a ward behind the tower or on the hill. Be there for the push, and this is a very well coordinated push down in this top lane. Meanwhile, bottom, it's actually Ramsey's low in health. There's no chance of VP using their siege creep to push right now. Yeah, they're using it to farm. You do see the ward behind the tower by Tims.
Got it.
All right.
are linked.
Invisibility.
Is tower just dead? Do you think VP have any chance of defending it?
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
They're not going to get the ice shot, so it's with this siege creep. I think it's just gone at this point. Seems like it's going to be too late. Pasha's still there trying to pull. He will pull the creeps off, but not the siege creep at the back. So the illusions to tank. They're going again for this kill. Can they get the cold feet latch on? Doesn't look like it. They missed the ice shots for a second time in a row with the cold feet. Hard spell to land.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
That's what I think I would have liked to see is a gank on the Tinker. If something like Sanking and Wyvern could have smoked up, found a kill on Cuckoo's Tinker, then I would say, you know, that they're at least getting something else around the map. But as it stands, it's a free tower for the Terrorblade, like you said. Here comes the smoke now. Yeah. Smoke towards mid, but Tusk is in the right position to pop this one. Instead, they're going to head bottom, which is perhaps the route which will find them a kill. Artcell smoke pops, and Wyvern gets down a ward. That's what they're going to get out of this smoke for now. TA, quite a lot of stacks in the Ancients already. See, no one tries to get more out of this one. He's trying to use the trap to stack it. Meanwhile, back at the bounty runes, Sanking forced to burrow away. Will he succeed? No. Too much clutter.
I'll take your
I'm gonna remove that clutter from your life. Nice sentry from Tim's. He scouted out the ward here. I've seen Lil do this a lot on this 5-position Wyvern. Get very deep observer wards down when he smokes up or rotates into the enemy jungle. Yep. Only 1 kill apiece here. Went a much slower paced game. Last game it was like 7 kills each, 5 minutes in. Yeah. They've got Raw. Should they be using this? Where can Pasha go, or should a support be coming to his lane, or a VP just stuck?
Middle tower is under attack.
Look at this. TNC smoke up the Terrorblade. Yeah. I think this Radiant Ward maybe scouted the TP going bottom. It didn't see the smoke, but it may have seen the rotation. Because Venge is not in this lane. It seems like Ramses has a good idea that this move is coming. Sanking going to get gone and does have Sandstorm here. Artstyle going to be the one getting initiated on. No chance to escape. And last Metamorph got a tower with a push. This one going to get a kill with a tower. Very smart plays from TNC. And while this is happening, they give 1437 the top lane so he can get his level 6 Ice Blast. There's no rotations top to stop this from happening. Instead, VP want to rotate bottom. They want to defend. They're ready to fight. They've got Raw. They go in on Raven. They start things up. Ramses has the follow-up stun. They've got a second stun coming from the Burrow Stick, but they don't even need it. They burst him down nicely. No snowball save as Tim's, I think, expected VP to just be giving that tower up. But boy, the TNC wrong. Defended effectively, and also 2 kills going to be obtained initially. They're trining up. Tim's will go down. Pasha looking for a bounty room will not get it as Sam H is there. That's a Tinker Missile coming in, perhaps. Level 2 at that. Didn't get this kill. Sam H did not get the Carapace because he did not have vision of the high ground. They're going to try and burst him down. Sam H could be in some trouble. Have the Carapace. We'll use it now. The missile's not bringing Pasha down quite low enough. Those axes get him even further down, but he'll survive. As also on the VP side, Pasha himself surviving through it all. What do you feel about this Beastmaster build? He's not going for any points in the board. He's going pure aura plus axes. This doesn't feel like the conventional Beastmaster build. Ramsey's down. And that's big. Given the AA, that fast level 6 really paying off here for them. Meanwhile, TA has managed to farm the Ancients, so accelerating no one's farm. He farmed like a 3 or a 4 stack. He's also got a double stack waiting for him on the left side, so a lot of farm going his way. He's just caught up to the Terrorblade and likely will overtake Raven's Terrorblade. See how those developments go. I say that Raven's actually going for a Mask of Madness, so his farming's going to accelerate. Much more farm-oriented, greedy build coming out from the Terrorblade than what you often
Dire's
see.
structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's become that way.
Got it.
VP getting down deep wards here, perhaps scouted out by the Courier. I think the Courier flew over them, because the Courier is actually changing direction now, maybe just delivering this clarity actually, so perhaps not the case, but 2 deep observer wards. Unfortunately for VP, it's no one who may get found here in the jungle. He's got no refraction up. He's going to get going on without refraction. There's Raven as well. Easy, quick pick. Farming the Ancients, trying to finish his Deso, who was very close to it as well. And VP were not in a position to stop it. They were behind enemy lines, but unable to protect the TA. Raw bottom. Yeah, they get the Burrow Strike to follow it up. Epicenter not even needed for this kill, but they'll use it nonetheless. It may help kill Sam H. But unfortunately, it also procs a Carapace, which instantly leads to a stun. Sam H going to get the kill with the help of Cuckoo's March of the Machines. Giving Cuckoo the last hit of it. Pasha on full retreat here. It looks like they're going to change target and kill a Necrobook instead for easy 100 gold. And they took mid tower, right? I believe. The mid tower went down. I'm not sure if that was with that metamorph just then. I want to say, the Raven killing the TA led to that tower going down. No one gonna fall back to the jungle to finish his Deso. And we keep saying VP, they need to play fast. They need to push down towers. I mean, is it just a matter of waiting for a couple of these items before they can do that? Their lineup takes Roche incredibly well. Also pushes fast, but the problem is maybe going to be that you can't push easily into things like Tinker March. Yep. Coming in bottom, Artsal could be in some trouble. Tims, as the Ice Shards will block him off. Sam H in hot pursuit as well. He'd already forced out a Dust, which didn't even catch him earlier, so...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is... You see everything's... VP have a similar thing, but it doesn't go all the way across the map. It's just in the enemy jungle. So TNC see the entire enemy side of the map. That's so good when you've got a hero like a Tinker who can capitalize on that vision as well. Really helps you find where the right ganks should be going. VP, we'll see if they look to make any smoke moves.
Dire's top tower.
I mean, as it stands, TNC is just not even farming in that area. TNC don't care about that part of the map. They're playing around mid, they were playing around the enemy Ancients, they're playing around their vision, and that's where all the action has happened. Yes, whereas VP tried to force that at top. Oh, meanwhile, they're going to see a swap into the Ancients here. They catch the AA. Sam H gets a 2-hero stun into an Ice Blast. 1437 still alive. Ramsey's in trouble. This Cold Feet's going to proc. And with that, the right clicks from Sam H will bring him down. He gets taken out. Completely backfires. Sam H, what a impale to save 1437's life. Mid lane Artsal could be in some trouble. Tims with the heat-seeking missiles to help him out here. That's going to land. The Ice Shot's there as well. Guess is wrong as Artsal goes the other direction. Those missiles going to get disjointed by the Sandstorm as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Metamorphosis bottom. Can Lil find a Winter's Curse with this? He needs to find a target next to the Terrorblade. Okay, they're going to curse him. They go in, they've got the follow-up stun, they're trying to burst down Raven, but they can't do it, they haven't got the damage for it, and here comes Tinker from the side. This is looking really bad. The Sunder comes out, Raven will save his life. Snowball helping out there, and it's a 3 for nothing. They didn't rotate the TA or the Beastmaster. It felt like VP, if they want to make that move, they've got to bring more numbers, Winter.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Yeah. And you know, the reason TNC can make that is they see those other heroes. They saw the Beastmaster farming in the jungle. I believe they knew that the TA was also around the mid lane or farming the Ancient. So TNC had full vision and knew that even if VP tried to defend bottom, they only had 2 or 3 heroes there. Again, it was Sam H's initiation. He has been involved in all 9 of their kills. 3, 1, and 6, this Nyx Assassin. He's got Arcane Drums, now picks up a Vitality Booster. Incredibly farmed. I believe it's going to be a Crimson Guard pickup. A Roche Sneak attempt from VP. This is going to get scouted. Oh no, VP. They didn't even focus. Sam H will get bursted down before he can Carapace. That's a nice start to the fight. Tims, though, does take out the Beastmaster from the back lane. Winter's Curse onto the AA. Does not get the kill, though. The chase is on. The Splinter Blast will find it. And Raven could be in some trouble here. Does not have Metamorphosis. That's why they want to take this fight. They know that Raven is weak, and he does not get a chance to Sunday. He gets sniped by no one. The Desto Blink timing from the TA proving to be the stronger of the 2 sides right now. I think they almost welcome that fight. They don't smoke in because they wanted TNC to come, perhaps, Winter. Knowing without Metamorph, TNC are going to be a whole lot weaker. Got a 3,000 gold swing just from that. They did not finish Roshan, so that's something TNC are going to have their eye on, perhaps, with TB respawns. He's got Metamorphosis. And this is... yeah. Very annoying for Tinker to fight into it. So easy for you to kind of break that Necrobook and take that last will damage, so something you've always got to be very careful of. See what else TNC do. The biggest part of that fight, though, was Sam H. He got bursted down at the start of it. If he got a Carapace Impale off there, it would have been a very different fight. Perfect chain stun coming out into him, and VP's back in the Roshan pit. This time there is Metamorphosis. We'll see if that changes. TNC in a good position. They burst down the Winter Wyvern. That means no Winter's Curse to have to worry about. Raven could just go into the Roshan pit himself with Metamorphosis. Yeah, he says, I'm not even afraid of VP. Straight in, pops the Metamorphosis, has the Mask of Madness if he really feels comfortable to pop it. Is the Blink initiation going to come? Sankey not having a Blink makes this very difficult to do. Not sure if VP can contest it. Ramsey's eyeing it off here. No one can plan a trap and get some vision for his team. Can they go in here? They lose the Sankey to start off. No one blinks in. He snatches the A, just nicely played by the TA. Instantly bursts it down. He may die a second time as well. And Terrorblade still has Sunder if he needs it. Can't blink out. Delete it instantly. Nice little Aegis snatch, but it's going to lead to VP's demise in this team fight. Both TA and Bench go down, and TNC will not mind that one. Sunder onto the AA as Raven says, I want some more health. You don't need any of this, Steven. You go straight up, my friend. And TB able to get even more out of this Metamorph as he pushes down the mid lane. Tinker pushing out the top.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They really need that Sanking Blink there. If they had that, perhaps they can contest.
Double damage.
Got it.
Alright. Absolutely agreed. I don't see their lineup scaling well against Tinker or Terrorblade. Terrorblade's going to be a much scarier late game carry than TA or Venge. Tinker even is scarier late game than those heroes. Oh, the hood. Jeez. Yeah. Feeling a matter of necessity to have this item against the Tinker damage. But it's just a really bad carry matchup. Playing against a Terrorblade as a Venge. TB outranges you, he's got Reflection. It's so damn difficult. Top lane, they do find Cuckoo with the book here. He manages to rearm and blink out even while the book's on him. Very similar to last game with the Yule's blink out. This time, he has a rearm. Showing his prowess on these elusive heroes. The Yules, Race Car SF, and now a Tinker.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yep. Sammy trying to catch Ramses. See if he can carapace a Howl Wave of Terror. That would be the ideal way of doing it, but looks like he's going to be far enough back, and they are incredibly strong, as you mentioned. Metamorphosis coming back up to this Terror Blade. Level 15 as well. Gets the plus 300 health, so he's very strong here. No one in the front line gets stunned up, but with the Ice Blast, they're going to get that kill. Unfortunately for Sam H, he's blinked into a Winter's Curse, and Raven is right on top of him to take him out. See Raven try and focus down the tower, pops the Manta to try and achieve that. This will delay it. I mean, he got the kill on the TA. Perhaps he sees that as a good trade. I mean, it is a decent trade. TA for Nyx. Maybe when you're pushing, it's not the ideal trade. Can they burst down the Raven here? The snowball save is there. He's got a Sunder now as well, and that is a quick, easy kill on the Beastmaster. It sure as hell looks like it, Winter. Raven making the Sunder target. We'll see if he just takes 14. He's thinking about 1437. There we go. Good guy, Theban, offering his help for the cause. Raven has no longer got the Metamorphosis. This may not be racked. Do they commit for it? They've got 5 seconds without the TA. He's got Manta Style. He may need it. Art Style gets brought down low. Should be a kill with the Shatter. And they get 2 as Ramses also dies. Cuckoo killed him in the backlines, and they will finish off the rack. And I think just as importantly as the racks is they got a shit ton of kills. They killed like 4 or 5 heroes there in the process of taking the racks and set VP even further behind. Yeah, he knows that's his job. If TB gets roared, go and snowball him. Because the chain stun is there for VP. They can roar, burrow, magic missile. They've got the Winter's Curse. So they've got a lot of lockdown that you have to protect him against. And that is Tim's job. That's why he's got this Blink Dagger as his first major item pickup. To make sure this Terrorblade stays alive in the front lines. Got the blink on Sand King, so it is theoretically feasible. Double damage rune though. That's something the TB will likely be eyeing off, and yeah, he's waiting for a bottle, I want to say. No, he's going to grab it. Doesn't have a bottle on his team. No, changes target. Looks like he heads mid. Meanwhile, Nyx walked into a sentry. Sam H in some trouble, has the carapace. It is going to be the Venge going down instead. Nyx able to survive that. Wow, Crimson Guard already purchased up. There's a drums here. They're going to lose all 1437 for the greater good, he says, as Lil will also die for his team. TNC will push forward. This is dominant right now. Double damage is up. There's no Winter's Curse. They may just take a second lane here. To the high ground goes Raven. He throws the Reflection just to zone out this TA. Raw comes out. They're trying to buy some time here. The Epicenter Burrow Strike, but there's the save coming in. The snowball from Tips. Again, Raven needs a Sunder target. Who's he got? May just have to go for a teammate here. Does it on the Tinker. Tinker can always TP back home, and it's GG. Well played from Virtus.Pro. TNC through to the grand finals, upsetting the CIS powerhouse. Playing with a standard, of course. VP not at full strength. And it definitely showed in this best of 3 series.